originally from here. I originally am from Jersey and moved down here about 4.5 years ago. And I knew I was kinky, but unfortunately with COVID happening up in the Northeast, everything was still shut down. Even after we were told you don't have to social distance, you don't have to wear your mask anymore, everyone was still in fear to do anything. There were Zoom calls. We could interact, we could have a community that way. And when I moved down to Texas, I knew nobody. I literally had one friend on Discord who is now my person, one of the loves of my life. And he brought me down into the kink community. And when I met him and I met the community, oh my gosh, I was just like, this is home. I feel okay and I feel safe. And when I started getting into it, I was like, oh, I want to do all the things. I want to do impact, I want to try this, I want to try that. And for me, I had to step back and think, do I like the kink or do I want to do this because of the person with the kink? Because for me, I am demisexual. And what that means is, for me, gender doesn't necessarily matter to me. For me, it's what's in your head. That's harder to me than what you are or not wearing. And for me, I have to sit back and I have to talk, like, give me that mental connection, have that little spark with me. And as I started being in here longer and longer into the community, people wanted to start doing pickup play. And I'm like, okay, let's talk. More than just negotiating. And they were like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get to know you. And I'm like, okay, let's hold up then. Then why are we doing this and having that conversation? And the biggest thing I kept seeing was people see my body or they see what I can do, and that's all they see. It does not matter who I am. And I love being sexual, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, there's more than just my body. So, for me, it was very difficult to find that, and it was a lot of holding myself accountable, and along with that, also holding others accountable. Like, am I just being used? Am I doing this? Am I self-sacrificing and sabotaging myself? So having to hold those reins and knowing how do I hold myself and others accountable that I interact with. And that's one of the things I love about leather is I can do that. And then once I started telling people no, that was a very hard lesson for me to learn for myself and to say and to reinforce. So when I started saying no, people were like, oh, well, you're demi, that means you're asexual, that means you're aromantic. I'm like, no, that's not it. And having to explain that, and it's a lot of education because not everyone is necessarily familiar with what it means to be demisexual, and that's okay. I don't expect everyone to know everything. And that's what I love being a part of a title holder is I get to go out and I get to do these classes. I get to talk and hear people and get to spread that information. I personally love holding classes, whether I've been with my partner and we are doing a primal class. If I'm speaking and doing a poly class, or if I am just talking about bootblacking, but being able to attend those classes and also going to them. A lot of people always do the fun flashy things, and unfortunately talking about sexuality isn't always the fun flashy thing. So I do have to thank all of you for showing up and definitely listening to us and just getting to know us. I really appreciate all of you.
Yeah.